Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much again for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a quick look again at ICP, seeing what's going on here. Just a quick little update from before. We had some liquidation above and below the price action. This tends to happen. Larger accumulations occur when we have massive amounts of volume in a small channel. So again, lower range 660, upper range of about 740. We've been seeing the price action kind of stuck in that area for quite some time. So I do think a breakout is inevitable here. We are establishing higher highs and higher lows. It does depend on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin wants to, rip down here soon, or if it's going to hold its range of 98,000. I think holding above 98K today for Bitcoin is a pretty big deal. If that were to happen, we may see a surge here for ICP. So again, just some cool stuff there in that regard. From the bumper sticker version, it looks good. We want to double check and reference some important factors that kind of add up. And make sure that there's incentive in either direction, and if so, what does that look like? Where are we at? Future reference, we have a nice deposit bonus here for Bitunix for the next 30 trading days, so please take advantage of that if you've already used my link to register in the past, or simply use it. There's a registration bonus there too. We want to look at liquidation first though. Last thing I want to ask though too, just really quick as a favor, hit the like button, folks. Do it every time you watch a video. Helps grow the channel, gets us in front of more people. I think less than 10% of people that watch my videos actually hit the like button. So we want to try to increase that if you could, please. Deeply appreciate it. So taking a look here in the last 7 days, we can see 742 to 745 is that heavy area of concentration above. We look at the macro, roughly the same scenario, only you can see roughly 750 to upwards of $8, and even more so at 850. So there's a lot of incentive in either direction, honestly, to push the price action. We see just as much liquidation on the downside. Truth is, we're closer and retesting that upper range, and there's more likelihood to break out because of that. Okay, so just know that exists there. We do have a pretty significant liquidation delta to the downside, so there's still more shorts than longs in the market right now against ICP. So it's not really favorable in the sense of taking a long position, but again, that does kind of incentivize the price to break out too, because market makers are really good at forcing liquidation, and that's essentially what we'd see here if the price shoots up. So just know more people are considering shorts over longs. Good news is though, $7.05 at 705 range is a significant buy area here. We see tons of buying pressure right at about 7 to 710 as a round number. So that being said, that implies we have a ton of support below us, and the price shouldn't go much lower than $7. So that's a solid support level. It's kind of reiterated and reaffirmed here as well with our local point of control. Keep in mind, points of control, open interest, they're relatively the same. It's just a heavy accumulation of volume, right? But if you see here, the price is right here. Volume is right here. Okay, so we have more volume below the price action, therefore more support. Doesn't necessarily mean the price is just going to shoot up. It just implies the price is more likely to go higher or hold and sustain itself if it goes lower. Okay, so good stuff there. Daily time frame, I'm willing to speculate, and I haven't looked at this in a few days, that we're probably very bearish. You got to recognize most daily time frames for majority of coins are going to exude the same behavior. So doesn't mean you can't still take a long with success. It just implies that you don't want to take a long, to the moon, as they say, and just close your eyes and hope for the best. Because just because we're retesting a resistance range doesn't mean we're going to break and continue higher. It just implies we're in a position right now where there's a distinct chance we see a short-term run, but from a macro perspective, we still got a lot of resistance. Okay, so I'll post a playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord so you can kind of see it. But generally speaking, here we got a MACD convergence, stochastic swinging up. Those are good momentous indicators, but we're still under 50 in the RSI, and money flow index is above the price action, which is generally favorable. Okay. It implies we're seeing a decent amount of buying pressure here in the last 14 days. Okay, so if we take a look here, overall, general sentiment here is good. We're above both the 20 and the 50-day SMA, point of control at 710. We have lower range here as well. We can see we've retested 50 in the RSI for the most part here and holding above it. That's excellent news. Money flow index is behind the price action, but that's mainly because we saw a lot of selling pressure here and here. Okay, those are both times that Bitcoin sold off. But you got to recognize every time it's done that, it's still establishing higher lows and higher highs. It's a very positive sign. So is it going to explode to the upside? Maybe, maybe not. I think it's more likely to probably sweep this upper area of liquidation and potentially pull back from there. But for the most part, it makes more sense for the price to continue higher because a lot of our momentous indicators are telling us the price is going to go up. And pretty much everything else is incentivizing the price action too. So there's that. There's also a significant amount of buying. Look at this candle here. That is a pretty significant buying candle where we saw a lot of indecision there. Whereas when you see a lot of volume like that and the price action closes in a doji candle, that implies that we're probably more likely to go up than down because we originated from the downside. Okay, so I think we have more propensity to go up than down at this point, and ICP is looking pretty strong. We look at the volume weighted moving average, we're above that. Ichimoku cloud is awesome. Everything's kind of confirming that we're in good shape. So again, once more, we see a reaffirmations of that 7 to 715 mark as a consistent support range for us. So this is looking pretty solid. I'm leaning more towards a long versus a short with this coin. I definitely think it's worthwhile and worth considering. I just be careful, just kind of going all in at the top here. This is technically a resistance. A lot of times you want to average in. So you get some skin in the game here at the resistance if you insist on taking a trade. Maybe average in to the 720, 730 range, and just recognize that 7 to 715 is a nice solid support based on volume, open interest, and a lot of other contributing factors. So again, more incentive, more likelihood the price is going to go up. Again, pending Bitcoin doesn't dump to 94,000, I think we're probably in pretty good shape here to see further upside for ICP. Again, I get so tired of having to say pending Bitcoin doesn't dump, but the truth is that's really what it boils down to. So pay attention to that. Set your stop loss according to your risk tolerance. Make sure you work with good risk tolerance. I would say low leverage, low position size is still important at this point. We're not in a position where you want to go too hard and too heavy with positions just yet, especially kind of since we're in a resistance range for Bitcoin. Okay, just know that. All right, folks, that's all I got. I'll post that playout chart, or it will be available for you on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. It's all available here for you. Okay. Check it out. We'll look forward to seeing the next one. Don't forget to like the video. We'll see you soon. Take care.